Hey guys, how's it going? It's Alexander Williamson here with The Secret History Living Inside Your Aquarium. Looks like we have some streaming delay, as always on the weekends. Makes me want to switch up the time that we do this, quite frankly. But I wanted to say hello to everybody. I'm going to get the camera set up on the computer because I might pull away, might change things up. But basically, we're going to look at all the entries of the Aquascape competition. There's, let's see, off the top of my head, I actually can't remember, but there are 20 even that we took for the competition. So we're going to go through them. Then we'll announce the winners, and then we'll probably, depending on where we're at with time, also have some other chat. I have upon a Geeton also, or upon, what is it? Yeah, it's an Aponigeton that is flowering currently. So that might be something we'll check out afterwards. I might also do a species profile just on that. But how's everybody doing tonight? First of all, we'll let people filter in for a minute and just chat. Let me say hello to some folks. Looks like you guys have been doing some heavy chatting already. So, Mary Page, hello. Taylor, hello. I'm just going to scroll through and get caught up. Stephen the biologist, hello. Looking forward to you being on the stream. And Atkins Nature Aquariums, hello. Spirulina, Dan, what's up? Let's see here. Helen, how's it going? Uh, hey Alex, saw you for a little bit on Father Fish this morning. Hope I'm feeling better. I'm doing okay right now. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. The ribs are still sore, but what are you gonna do? And my hair is still a mess. It's kind of hard to do anything. I need to do water changes, and I can't do those for like another 3 weeks. So I got to get Shirtless Ben, if you remember that character friend of mine, over here to do it. So who should be over here at some point. Um, Jackson Tax, hello, hugs to all. Yes, hugs to everybody out there tonight, if with masks and social distancing. Let's see here. Oh, Dan just got a 30 long. Nice. And I think we're definitely like this was just a first trial of the Aquascape contest, but we had fun and I think we want to do it again. And obviously, Alan Bauer, I really want to thank him. This wouldn't have happened without him. Definitely not now, anyways. I know we've joked about it, talked about it, discussed it in the past, but yeah, he really made this thing possible. He's the one who talked to Crystal Kesselman and orchestrated getting the book here during this lockdown and getting me a copy of it. It was great. So I wouldn't have gotten to chat with her again probably either. I consider that kind of an honor. So it's pretty cool to get a signed book, which the winner will be getting also. So let's see here. Just big thanks to Alan, of course. Great loyal viewer and a great friend now of mine. Joe Black, what's up? Let's see here. Jackson Tax was saying I entered a tank, but still new. But I like the tank and the fish. Too bad it keeps destroying all the plants. Yeah, see, so that's something that actually we keep in mind when talking about like sustainability on this Aquascape contest. This Aquascape contest was actually very different than the Aquascape contest that you typically enter because we creativity was given 5 points. I mean, a third of it was for your idea. So you could have had a big dream and just not quite pulled it off and still gotten a good amount of points. Where, as in an ADA competition or some of the competitions I've been in, they don't care what you had to think about it. They don't care if the fish are happy. None of that matters. It's all about visual aesthetics or even like one picture in a lot of cases. So I wanted to make it something accessible. We can still work on that, but Yeah, so just throwing that out there that I like that aspect of it. The other thing is I'm not going to go through and critique everyone's scape tonight, but I will say that I will critique it once it okay, so when we get to that point, if you want yours critiqued when we get there, and you're sitting in here, and I mean, screen names don't match the entry names necessarily, and that's up to you. If you want that to be given away, you can chime in when I get to your name. But basically, we want, if some people want not to be the two linked, that's fine. But also, I don't want to tell anybody they did a bad job or anything. Nobody did a bad job. Everybody tried, everybody put something cool in. So, I think everybody put effort in, and you got to start somewhere. And I think this was a great contest for that. And we've got a really cool prize. And beside that, I think, I think that the prize is pretty epic, and that, people should go out and buy that book, Aquarium Plants by Crystal Castleman, anyways, which we'll go get when we announce the winner. Okay, let's see here. Spirulina says, I think there should be a contest every season. Okay, well, you can run it and get the prizes. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think we will do another one. I'm going to try to get one that's sponsored, honestly. I was talking to Alan about that. If we could get it sponsored by some company that would give away like plants or aquariums, something, I think that would be really cool. So, yeah. Chevy Fish, I think, it says, I was so tech challenged I didn't enter anything. Well, shucks, he should have. Lydia, hello. Joe Black, again. All right, we're getting there. All right. Alan. Oh, Alan said 19 entries. Yeah, instead of 20. Okay, I might have screwed up. Your average fish keeper, what's up? 22. What does that say? 22 Joe D. Kate. I'm probably reading that completely wrong. Jody Kate? I don't know. Your average fish keeper again chatting. UG Aquatics, hello. Glad you made it to the live stream. Justin, hello. Matthew, hello. Jerry, Big Worm. Lee, or is it Lee? Li. Hello, hello. 9.99 super chat. 9.99. I appreciate that. We've got the 9.99 plan going on. I really do appreciate that. That lets me do things like these contests. So that's really fun. Thank you. It'll go towards fish care and or more giveaways in the future. Mary Page again, of course. Hello. Ever happy and optimistic encouragement. Igor, hello. Let's see here. All right. One Dirty Platty. Hey, what's going on? Saw some of you folks early this morning. 12 hours ago, exactly, almost. All right, let's get this going. Mary said, I just did an unboxing on my mug from Father Fish. Oh, cool. I need to get a Father Fish mug, too. Yeah. Also, selfish, or selfless, opposite of selfless, selfish plug. I have a link at the top of the description to my merch, which doesn't say anything about my channel. It just has fish on shirts. And some of them are realistic. Some of them are mechanical, like wind-up fish with gears and stuff, but you can still tell the species. And some have both, like front and back. And there's all sorts of things. There's phone cases, there's masks, there's leggings, there's shirts, hoodies, all sorts of stuff. So if you dig that, if you want something fish related, check that out. So yeah, the Yeti, what's going on? All right, let's see here. We're about to jump in and start in on looking at the entries. Oh yeah, Kahaba Fish Room, hello. Zen Ginger, hello. Yeah, shameless, not selfless. Plug. Matthew Clayton. The book is called Aquarium Plants by Crystal Castleman. Kessel MANN. Yeah. And I will also, well, heck, I could probably go get it now. Let's go get it now right before we start, just so I can give that plug, because it is a really good book. It is the best book, hands down. I hope I don't lose you guys. If I do lose you guys for some reason, I will try to relaunch a new stream immediately tonight. Let's see here. Yeah, Mary Page. Actually, I should hand out some wrenches tonight too, so I can do that. Alan, stop, man! You are so generous, Alan. You guys, he's the reason this is happening. So one of the prizes will be a choice between a $25 gift card at Aquatic Arts, or they can get 15 species of plants from my tanks sent to them. So that's going to be one of them. So he just did another super chat for shipping. That is so nice of you, buddy. But thank you, I appreciate that. Here is my copy of the book, and yeah, so it is called Aquarium Plants, and let's turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit criticized for singing. Alright, so here it is. Here is the still with a wrapper, but it's signed for the winner. And then right here we've got the book going on here. Wow, that's lucky. I opened to an Okay, so I've been questioning my pronunciation of this. Aponigeton, but somebody else said Aponigeton or something like that I respect, and I was like, oh, am I saying it wrong? In any case. So yes, this book is incredible. It's like 750 pages, 1,000 species or so. I mean, everything from aquascaping tips and general plant information tips, how to ID things, where things come from, plant cycles. I mean, just crazy amounts of info. Look at some of these, like, naturally occurring places. They're just surreal. But then it has everything you could want to know about a plant. It's just crazy. Wow, look at that Java fern. I've never... Oh, okay. I see what's going on. I was like, I've never seen that type. It just has 3 plantlets on it. But in any case, epic book. Hands down, best book I've ever seen on the subject. It is a little spendy. Takes a little time to get it into the country. So this is a prize with a very nice prize value. And you can thank Alan for getting it into the country and all that. Because it went MIA for... I don't know, 2 months or something like that before we got the book. So, all right, let's switch this around one more time. So, another thing I wanted to show you guys is that my Aponigeton in this non-heated tank, which is actually cold tonight, is flowering. So, I just planted this bulb less than a month ago, and this tank is flowering. And the cool thing about certain Aponigetons and Ulcivae, or Ulsvea, I don't know how to say it. Latin. Come on, Latin. I should learn it better. Is that it has 2 of the pistils, and so that way it can, the stamens can actually cross-pollinate itself if it doesn't have another plant to pollinate with. So this isn't a loop. This is 2 separate things from the same little shaft. It forks off. Check this out. Holy cow! Cahaba Fish Room, what are you doing, girl? Cahaba Fish Room, thank you so much. That is crazy. We have an awesome, incredible super chat from Cahaba Fish Room. A Franklin, a Benjamin Franklin. That's a first. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That is incredible. Thank you so much. Wow. YouTube thanks you as well. All right, guys. So, oh, and by the way, if you haven't checked out Cahaba Fish Room, I'm about to give her a wrench also. So, I mean, you can totally check out her. You can trust her. Totally check out her setup. She is starting to sell and grow plants and fish and shrimp and all sorts of stuff. And she's just a great gal. I helped her with the logo for her business. Her and her husband and her family, awesome people, and they're based out of Alabama. So also doing really cool things. I love that this channel I get to meet people living their dreams. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I'll literally, any super chats I get from this, I will bank for the next either giveaway or competition that we do. I've decided that already. So, or towards prizes this round. I guess we could also do a different prize now that we've got a little bit of money in the bank. So, I can also I can kick in some more money for gift cards if somebody is out of area, because I haven't confirmed where everyone lives. Also, just because everyone always asks, yes, the gobies are doing great. They're all chilling tonight, doing their thing. They're all fed. I've finally gotten them to eat Fluval cichlid food is what they're eating. I don't know why that's what they want, but that's what they want, and they're eating it. So yay! All right, so we should go back upstairs. Also, Panda Loaches doing well. They're all hiding right now, doing their little Panda Loachy thing. Here comes some, but they kind of hide, and then at night when the lights get dim in here, they all pile up together. So they're doing that. Also, these little skittish fish can't wait until we get a house, an actual house, and I can put them in a tank that does them justice. But they are just, I just love watching these barbs, these African barred dwarf barbs. They're so fun to watch. I've tried to breed them now 3 times in the little tanks, the little 2.5 gallons, and it's not working. So I think they need more room. Also in here, what else was I going to tell you guys about? Oh no, I moved him. So we had a bunch of Battis also born. So that is some fun news. Also, all those up locally for sale. I don't know if I'm going to ship fish again, but that's that. So one of the prize options will be that you can get 15 species from my tank. That'll be one of the run-up prizes of plants. So just like a grab bag of some of my favorite plants sent to you. And, you know, some of them it'll be a stem or a start if it's something like a crypt. But if it's something like, you know, a lovely H-Raw or Rotala Pink Vietnam or something, I can give 3 or 4 stems easily. So there'll be some shipping involved in that. So I do appreciate the thought, everybody. Also, smoke's kind of gone for the most part, you know, so that's good. All right, getting all the way back to the start. All right, so pardon me while we set this up. I know this is pretty not high tech, pretty lame, Alex. You're kind of lame. But yeah, hold on. Let's see if we can get some wrenches too. Let's see. What did I want to say? I don't remember what I want to say. I kind of got distracted by that incredible super chat. So, oh, sweet. UG just picked up some pygmy cories and honeycomb catfish. Right on. Mary Page. Oh, we got some other folks coming in too. I'm going to have to lose track of everybody. I'm sorry. Alex, do you work with fish as a career, or is it just a deep passion for you? Or both, like me? Some people learn along the way from the hobby or school. No, I am actually a trained archaeologist, and I guess first I had to be an anthropologist and then an archaeologist. Came into college with credit, with high school credit, like from college, because I didn't really attend a lot of school. I just skipped it. But I did go to the college classes that were free. I knew a good deal when I heard one in my high school. And I know that's not in focus, but we'll figure it out in a sec. But yeah, so that's yeah, I don't do anything with it per se right now, except for I have worked in aquarium shops, and I also do aquascapes, and then I sell. Oh, hey John, what's up? Thank you very much. I didn't realize that this is your account, John. Okay, good to know. I will give Meredith's account the wrench. I mean, you can have a wrench too if you want one. You know what? I might have to do that though, not on this camera. Actually, yeah, I can't do it right now. But if you want one too, like Chevy Fish, I mean, there's plenty of people on here that can get wrenches. You guys are all great. There's hardly anybody that I would have an issue not giving a wrench to. It would be pretty silly not to. Okay, so these aren't organized by any sort of like who won or anything, so don't worry about that. There's no points for you guys to see right now, and the names are a little obscured. What I just want to look at is the photos. So if you want, let's see, can we get this to pop up? Sorry guys, I'm having technology problems right now. I was gonna do a StreamYard thing, but it's so slow right now that my computer wanted to just melt down when I tried that one. All right, so the first entry we're gonna look at, and if you guys want some critique or whatnot, maybe we'll do that later, but I'm just gonna kind of hop through here quickly so that that way we can get you know, like, so it doesn't take forever. But if you guys actually want a critique of your setup of your submission, let me know in the live stream, and I will definitely, we can definitely do that, and we'll also get this into focus, obviously. For some reason, the live, or my chat is not scrolling at all. Hold on, I'm just trying to make sure that it stays up. Okay. All right, now we can worry about camera problems. Whole next set of problems. Okay. All right, so we've got that. We've got to do sorry guys for 1 sec. I need the little technical difficulties thing that is on on like public access when things go wrong. Where is, I just got a new, oh, it's got to be here. Yeah, there we go. All right. My buttons don't work at the top of my computer anymore, which is just lovely. There we go. We got some brightness coming in, and that should help with this. Okay, so let's see how this looks when we get it. Can we? All right, so these are probably going to be different sizes. People submitted them in different formats. I know that's not the best quality. Some of these photos aren't super high quality either. They're not big resolution. So, yeah, we'll go with that. I guess I never finished that, but basically my thought that you asked, Steven. So I do graphic design, I do tattoos, and I also do art. I guess, I mean, art. A lot of it has to do with nature. And then I raise plants, fish on the side. I do wood. I carve wood block prints. I do a little bit of everything, kind of. I used to have a day job, but currently I don't. I basically have my somainkdesigns.com. So I do logos for people. And ironically, I've done like no logo work for this channel hardly. I drew a doodle on a napkin, and that's what the image still is. So, all right, let's hop to it, guys. So this is from Dan Butts. happy to have him joining. So we've got this first entry. I like the background too with the guitar necks. That's really cool. So let's see here. And then he's got his build, which I thought was cool to include. You know, he's got the sandbags under there. Just a side note, the sandbags are just a great idea. What I like to use, however, is lava rock. I don't know what's in your sandbags, but lava rock I've used, and then I've also put tubes in there frequently. And so I know a lot of you have also done that. I've seen you guys do that work. But basically, you take a bag or whatever of lava rock, just because it has a lot of room for it. It's basically like bio beads. It's got a lot of surface area in it, and it lets air flow. So what I'll do is I'll put a power head like at the end of it, like over here, and then push water through it so that the bacteria can also, it can be like a giant biological filter. And then you can put things over it, but then a lot of times I'll also put some PVC pipes in there so that the fish can have caves. And then I just, camouflage it all later. But yeah, just something to think about for fun. But this is a very nice looking tank. You can see after he built that up, he's got the nice center focal point. This is the kind of the grand photo, and looks really nice. Yeah, that looks really nice. I know it looks a little blurry, guys. It is a little foggy from the water. So is this going to be okay for you guys? I hope so. In any case, but it's nice. We've got, looks like a shell here. We've got this really cool rock that's half red, half white. So it's nice. It'll grow in very well. That one definitely will. And then for inspiration, we have a photo of a riverbank here, with some nice rock that has some coloration of where the water line is and all that. Aquaballs, what's going on? And the trees overhanging in the water. So definitely I can see where that ecosystem would come from. Aquaballs, we are going to announce who won at the end. So we have another 18 of these to just jump through, which actually shouldn't take that long. So the next one is Adam Morat. Some people only did like one picture. Some people did a bunch of pictures. We're going to hop through these. So lots of good plant pictures going on here. Why am I... Stop moving, Alex. Just zoom in or out. Let me try to refocus so it's actually in the center. There we go. All right. So amazing plant care in this. Here's the total scape. Looks like there's some purple lights, or maybe the back wall is lit up with something. It kind of looks like two different tanks almost, the way it's shot. You see this? So I don't know if that was over time. Must have taken the rock out if it's not. But I didn't see inspiration, unless that's the inspiration photo. But from above, you can see various iterations of the tank. So definitely highly skilled in growing high-tech plants that look nice. Looks like a disco in there, that is for sure. And then, let's see here. So he's got this little picture with, looks like some Von Rio tetras maybe. Or, yeah, it looks like Von Rios. And beautiful red Ludwigia. We've got some Limnophilia, some Arguaya, some AR maybe, maybe some Wendy Crypts. So yeah, but yeah, I really do. Yeah, I agree. I like the look, the photos from above. Crypt maybe Sporalis, or actually I don't know what this is. It's hard to tell with the lights the way they are. And then this looks like Ovalis, Ludwigia ovalis, or Nicea ovalis. Can't tell for sure. But yeah, very Dutch garden style, this, where you have sections of plants. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Alan. So there's a Facebook post on our group site. Thank you so much, Alan, because these aren't, I'm not set up high tech. I'm a dum dum. So it's not the most high tech way to look at this, but yeah. So Lauren Lamb, next entry. We had this photo here, and so this is just a really nice aquascape here. This very similar to a lot of the Amano ones where you leave a lot of negative space. So when we had a category where we said balance, this wouldn't be low, it wouldn't be a low score for balance, because we meant balance in the sense of like harmony. It didn't have to be complete. Asymmetry is a form, it's an aesthetic of beauty. If you lay the golden ratio over this, you can definitely see the empty space starting here with all this hecticness and then rotating out through here. If you were to put a spiral over that, it would be almost perfect with the golden ratio, going back, generations to ancient Rome. So I really like that one. So some people it's as simple as that. Didn't get an inspiration submitted though, so I don't know if somebody missed that, and they're saying, oh, I submitted that something or sent it in an email or something and I didn't get it for some reason, let me know. But I kind of did. I did 3 different videos requesting that everybody got their stuff in, so I think most people got it. All right, so the next one we've got from Timmy Kwan and or Quatch, Timmy Quatch. This one was nice too. Let's take a look at this one. So this one had a whole bunch of Bucephalandra on it. Looks really nice. In there, will this focus any better? I mean, I guess that's. I mean, sorry guys, just frustrated. He's got other up close pictures. Danikin, hello. Up close of the booth. Another picture of him building the scape, which is great. And then another one of it in its kind of full glory, which I really liked this. I thought it looked very nice. Yeah, so. And then another picture of booths. So the booth's all nice and healthy. Looks like we got a lot of varieties and textures, which is nice. And then on this one, there was a video of inspiration. But I'll have to hop over to Facebook to play that. We're going to skip that for now. So Ian Atkins is the next entry. Let me close some of these tabs. So Ian Atkins coming on up. So we've got pictures of these lovely guppies that I also have. Come on, I've got to be able to focus better than that on this screen. This new camera sucks. I'm going to go back to the old one. I'm almost positive, actually, guys. So bear with me. But very nice tank. Very nice. I guess part of it is that the stream is choppy, and so it's pixelating it, which is infuriating to me. Sorry. Need to get that T3 connection. But then the tank from above, looking really nice. You can also kind of check out people's lights, their setups, you know what I mean? So yeah. But this was a nice tank. All 3 layers of the water kind of accounted for, and then it looks like it's primarily guppies in there. And I just like this picture a lot. It looks very nice. With the rock getting smaller as you go back, that looks nice. Having the finer leaf plants all the way in the very back, and then having larger plants with a little bit bigger, a little bit wider foliage up front. That's always a good technique, definitely. So, nice job, Ian. And then Ian has a description that was his inspiration. I guess we can pop that up real quick. Actually, that's a little bit better. Oh no, the stream's still gonna. Oh, the stream's still gonna. So you guys, I'm gonna let you guys go on here and read all the details. But basically, he was inspired by a rocky valley with tree trunks, and it's a 7-gallon tank. But he's got all these really cool plants listed in here. Great plants: Limnophilia, Rotala indica, Calamus narrowleaf java, high-grow willow, sunset, Pogostemon erectus, crinum, lots of great stuff in there. So, Ian Atkins, though, that's his. All right, let's see here. Good to hear, Mary, that you're having a good evening. All right, so then we get over. Oh, that. All right. So the next one is going to be Cindy Razzo. And I thought this one was really cool. So her inspiration was this really crazy, was it Tahiti or Fiji? Guam? Maybe Guam. But this cool church or building, whatever it is, on the ocean, on a cliff. So, and then there's these huts, like little lanais all over. So her tank, let's look at the big picture first. This was her tank. Looks like it's in a 20 long. And there's also kind of an arch in those rocks. So she left a little space in these rocks. Working with local rocks, it looks like. And some decorations from the store. And lots of room for the fish to roam in there. And then it looks like, I think I saw some CPDs chilling in there. Some mystery snails. Maybe, was there an apple snail too? And then the little tower, which kind of resembles the structure. Lots of hiding spots. So definitely great to see people entering, giving it a go for sure. Love to see that. So thank you on that. Tristan Smith, next entry. And this one, the inspiration was from this, I guess it looks kind of like maybe the Pantanal, but it's a South American river or marsh ecosystem, I guess. Marsh would be more apt. Flooded plain or jungle. Lots of algae, lots of sticks and tangles. I mean, very, very common for little tetras and things like that. And so then his tank, let's see, is this the big picture? So then his tank looks like we're looking at maybe a 20-gallon. He's got it set up with the sand meeting the little rocks, and then the soil and the sticks and some shrimp and plants, kind of the ones that grow taller and faster towards the back. Those will suck up the nitrates. And then it looks like he's got actually he's growing some algae, letting it grow, very natural, with the lighting and everything. Probably that water is probably very rich in little things for fish to eat. So it's probably very true to life in that. I like that aquascapes don't need to be sterile. They can also be, they can be, if you go to a lake, it's going to be muddy. It's not going to be sterile. All right, so next we have Kenzao. His inspiration, beautiful picture of this tree overlooking, it looks like a lake probably, with this beautiful stone that's kind of like layered, moss and some other trees and some hills in the background and old roots really holding on. And his tank looks like this, which I thought was a great job here. So in this tank, we've got like lots of java fern, little anubias, got that texture that you see in the rocks in some wood. I can't tell if it looks like wood, but there could be some rock right in there too. And then there's rock under here. Looks like we've got cherry barbs, so kind of an understated, nothing too flashy. So you definitely feel the nature, feel that tree trunk kind of thing going on here. And then we've got lots of Java starts. So this will grow into itself. It will need trimming, but it will grow into itself and it will exist as a low-tech tank, actually. And then it looks like we've got maybe some Crypt starts down here and some alder cones, maybe. Is that what those are, alder cones? So very nice job. I like how it draws your eye in. I like, it's just, it looks nice. So there's like an arch here for fish to swim through, which I always love that. Here you can see, it's not the best view in the picture, of course, but you can see that there's an area, like another little nook for the fish to zoom through, which that's great too. Fish love that. It's really good for their morale. So, all right, Jenny Hayun. I don't know. Let me butcher your name. I'm sorry. So this one I thought was beautiful. The picture, just this lakeside and mossy Japanese willow garden or something. I don't know what it is. Could be here, actually, in Washington. We have very similar things. Could be in France. Could be in Japan. I don't know where it is, but very pretty, with the fall colors coming in, and then the trees, deciduous and maybe some coniferous trees behind, moss. So then hers from above, this angle, she's got kind of a passageway here, and then the plants immersed. I really like these tanks. That's kind of like the one I'm playing with downstairs. She's got the filter set up here so that it'll push out here, then break and come back this way, which is great. You can see the fish, or sorry, the shrimp are hanging out right where the filter's probably dumping all the sediment, which is great. Probably she might feed them there too. I don't know, but definitely it'll grow in thicker like a forest look, and we've got a nice selection of plants, some Hydrocotyle verticillata. Looks like we've got some immersed. I don't know if that's Potamogeton gayi or. But then we've got some Rotala. It looks like maybe a Rotala bonsai or Rotala rotundifolia, and some maybe Taiwan nymphoides. So yeah, nice looking tank there, Jenny. Let's get to, so we're at number 11 now. So Micah Pete. And this one, another bright one, but it looks like he took his inspiration from, I don't know where you live, but some wetlands. It reminds me of Southeast Texas, or, a lot of rivers look like that in central and southern United States. But it reminds me, with all the growth here, of something in this, like Florida or Texas, Louisiana road going through that area. And then his tank here, lots of submerged growth, different textures. We've got a big old rock that jets out here. I don't know if that was like an attempt for trees, but in the background we've got some Java ferns. And then from another angle, what I liked about this one was that the angle you looked at it from was very unique. I don't know if it's a square tank. Oh, it's not a square tank, I guess. Well, I can't tell for sure. Maybe it's a 29 gallon. But yeah, so very interesting. The light color throws me off a little bit, honestly. But it is kind of creative, with the sunset colors of peach and stuff. I don't know if that was an attempt at that, but, thank you for entering that also. So also, as I said earlier, if you guys want to be, identified, yell at me in the chat. Hopefully I'll see it. I know I'm missing some of the chat, but let's see here. All right. So next up, we are going to have. Did we do that one? Did we do Igor yet? No. Okay. So this one, he has a nice write-up online if you want to check that out. But his inspiration looks like from Steenfot's live stream. I don't know whose actual tank this is, but it's a nice kind of aquascape that you'd probably see in mono style. Oh, no link to share. Okay, never mind. That's right. He did do an email, so I will read the description. Like every noob, I thought I would just buy a plant of the month every month or so. Unfortunately, by the time I found out about the algae issue, I'd already spent most of my money. Instead, I purchased 2 plant variety packs from Amazon that contain 1 or 2 of the plants I want to replace with the ones I didn't like. I just painted all my walls flat white. Needed color in my dining room. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's see here. I used blood red sand and red chipped rock from EcoComplete for the island and copied Steenfott's background here. Not sure what fish I will end up with, but I love research, so I studied for 2 months and was able to fit 12 caves into the island. See, that's awesome. Thinking about the fish, the sustainability of it, not just having an aquascape that looks pretty, but actually that will function. That was a big part of this. And so far, everybody's tanks look like they will function for the fish. So also, thinking about German rams, some small plecos or pistos. Let's see here. I think, all right, let's see. Yeah, so his tank ended up looking like this, which I really liked this. I thought I thought the camera wasn't straight, but it's the base of his cabinet. So this was an underwater biotope, definitely getting big Venezuelan vibes from this. The Orinoco River has spots like this with that red soil. Bold choice with the red. I love that someone went out and tried that they went all out and went with the red. That's rad. Same with the red stone. Goes good with the mahogany colored wood or the dark woods. And then it really makes that green pop. It doesn't feel like Christmas and kitschy at all. And then we've got some lilies. So he used mostly low light plants, low tech plants, as you'd say. But I mean, most of it is stuff you'd find either in a Venezuelan or African or Southeast Asian low light river. Lots of little snags, places to hide. And as he said, he built in these little caves and under like overhangs and under little, I don't know what to call them, little dugouts. So very cool. I think that the fish will enjoy that and you'll have luck spawning the fish. Desiree Bishop is up next. So her inspiration was this beautiful full moon. And her tank here, let's zoom in on this a bit. Is it not going to let me zoom in? There we go. Okay. So she did the dinner plate like the moon, which I thought was really clever. That for creativity, that's kind of stuff that like, I don't know. I mean, a professional aquascape contest would lose their mind over that probably. And to me, I think I just like it. It's very DIY. It's very unique. She told me she sealed it so that the fish wouldn't get sick, just in case there was something up with it. But I mean, the different textures and lots of wood, and then the so that's supposed to be the night sky, and then we've got the kind of color. The darker color and then being kind of backlit. Also, she has the plants above to keep it a little darker. It might have been cool to kind of light the moon. If the plate is the moon, it'd be kind of cool to backlight that or put just a little LED for show there. But I won't get into being nitpicky on these reviews. So yeah, thank you for that submission. The creativity, like I said, and the fact that people are willing to share it. Like, some people wrote me messages saying, like, I know you're going to laugh at this or it's not very good. I hate it when you guys say that because you guys are trying. This isn't a professional contest. This is for our community of friends online. And it's great when we see something high quality, but it's also great when we see just people getting out of their comfort zones and making a first attempt. Everyone has to start somewhere, and a lot of people have access to big cities and budgets, and now, I mean, I guess a lot of people have access online, but it costs money to buy a lot of the cool, handy, quick things and species for these tanks. And so very nice job just everyone so far. So Levi Dix is the entry here, and this is just beautiful. This canyon here, love it. Very cool picture. Then the actual tank is immersed. I mean, wow. The whole setting feels like part of the tank. The tank comes out of the tank. It runs up into the corner of this little cubby area here that it's set. It looks like a 20 long possibly, but you can see that there's moss growing up here. This thing has been growing a while. And then we've got immersed fern growth. I can't tell if it's Bulbitis hedulata maybe, or if it is Java fern. And then we've got some emperor tetras that looks like maybe penguin tetras, some lamb chop rasboras, and maybe some ember tetras, some white cloud minnows. They might be a little uncomfortable with the heat, so sustainability, like that would be where somewhere where I might be like, maybe, but I couldn't tell for sure what fish there. They could also be the false rummy nose tetra, so I didn't get too upset on that. But very nice layering too here of plants. So the dark ones in the back, but getting taller, kind of that cascading effect, that triangle, all points lead this way. See, that was the other thing, is why I didn't want to do it on, I didn't want to just pull this up on the screen necessarily and have it be better quality perhaps. But I like to use my hands and say, look at this, look at this, look at this. But I guess I haven't been that way that too much today, but lots of different species of plants. Nice open space for the fish to cruise in the front, but lots of places for them to duck and hide. Also, you can see the growth here. So he's been working on it a while. I said he. I guess it could be a she, but I think it's a he. I don't know. Levi, and then we've got books related to the hobby. If we zoom out right here, which is great. So. Thank you for that one. All right, we're almost at the home stretch, guys. Aaron Haley. So this one, incredible picture. Whoever took this, you didn't take this, did you, Aaron? Are you in here, Aaron, buddy? But beautiful picture. Thank you, Alan, by the way, buddy. You are a superman, an Uberman. Not the kind that drives you around. Okay, so here, I mean, look at this leaf litter, grassy hill, very northwestern. Could be Japanese too, but very northwestern. This is what Seattle looks like in the fall. And then his tank, beautiful, very beautiful. So, I mean, we've got really cool carpeting going on here. It's got a rimless tank, which is always nice. I didn't grade anyone higher or lower based on their tank because I don't think that's fair. They're expensive and hard to find. But, I mean, it does add to the effect, this lighting effect here too. I think it must be LED backlit, the background, maybe UNS or ADA. Then we've got like a red, looked like Ludwigia, super red. Maybe a few kinds actually. But the ground cover is just great. This wasn't in the picture whatsoever, but just that angle, man. It takes your eye here. It feels like this canopy is growing. And then he's got red root floaters, it looks like, up here to kind of give that leaf canopy of the whole forest look. I mean, he could have filled out a little bit in here, like some small little thing in the corner, or maybe a hint of it here, maybe a hint of color down in here. But I mean, really, look at the flow of this. It looks just like the tree. Got little twigs. I mean, it's just a great looking tank. So, all right. And I know Aaron, coincidentally, he was in the first aquascaping contest I was ever in. I I don't know if it's CO2. Oh wait, it was home done CO2. So that was CO2. He did tell me that. That was CO2 in his entry. He told me that the CO2 was done with yeast. So DIY CO2. Very cool. That's another old school trick. So this entry by Spirulina, I thought, okay, I'll just come out and say it. I think this was the most creative, personally. Alan also voted, and I'm not going to speak for Alan. If you guys have questions, you can bug Alan. You like that, Alan? But basically, I thought, this is very outside. You'd never see this in an aquascaping contest. And that's what I wanted to see was, some imagination. So she's got some scenes from the movie here. The Jim Henson movie, I believe. This is cool. Has a golden ratio and stuff. So, the snail shell kind of ties in with that. So she definitely took she or he, I guess. I was assuming she. Sorry, guys. It's probably a he. I don't know why I did that. I will say they. But they took really cool, an interesting. I thought this was the most creative for several reasons. One's because you would never see this in an aquascaping contest. So it's definitely like outsider art. It's like when Jackson Pollock showed up on the scene in the art galleries, and everyone was like, "What is going on?" And now it's high art. You know what I mean? So I thought that was fun. Also, she's got some light on her tank, or they. Sorry, guys. He, they. I'm a they. Okay. Does Spirulina? What are you? What gender or pronoun would you enjoy to be called by? Sorry, I don't know what is wrong with me today. But in any case, I think it's the Lena in my head. I had a girlfriend named Leanne, and so spelled like just a couple letters off. So I see your name, and do you really go by they? All right, great. Okay, perfect. So they, dark crystal. You got the crystal in the center, but I just thought that was really fun. Hey, manes and tails, furs and fins, and then we've got. You saw this piece of art. So then we've got right here that same golden ratio spiral. So that little things like that, little details like that was really fun. So very cool. Oh, this is cool too in the overlay with the image over it. So I didn't say you could or couldn't do any of these things, but this person chose to do that, and you can see there's another overlay of the kind of sacred geometry or Celtic geometry. So I don't know. I thought in creativity sense, I'm having a really hard time honestly telling what plants are what, but in a creativity sense, very, very cool setup here. And we've got some other little plants. I can't tell if it's a Marimo mossball or dwarf hairgrass or some sort of little maybe glosso in here. I can't tell for sure. And then an Aponigeton or a corkscrew valve that's very small here, and another sword up there, crypt maybe. And then here we got one more picture. Lots of pictures on this one. This almost looks like a dragon. Whatever. Is this stone? But then more crystals down here. Oh, looks like maybe water sprite or wisteria. Can't tell for sure. But in any case, room to grow in. And yeah, so there's that entry. Next entry, Joseph Nemec, or Joe Nemec. And so the inspiration on this one was in Lebanon, a stream, I believe, right? Joe, are you in here? So it was the stream he grew up near in Lebanon, but you can see this is going to grow in really nice. This should carpet. This was definitely done for this contest. It feels like, it wasn't started earlier, wasn't something tweaked with an existing tank. it's oh, it's you, Joe Black? Wait. Joe Black, is that you really? Um all right. So yeah, his we don't have his on Facebook. So yeah. Um let's see here. So then here, lots of just little rock cobblestones. Looks like some, I don't know, AR Mini probably, or it could be Temple Plant. It looks like AR Mini and then some boost. But I mean, the wood is just really nice. Very nice piece. Little pieces going on of boost and Anubias or Java Fern all over. Just, it'll grow into itself very nicely. The golden ratio, we could get. I have a whole video on the golden ratio, having to do with whether you want to call it the rule of thirds, the golden ratio, Fibonacci. Fibonacci is a different thing. Fibonacci is a sequence that has to do with like how a pine cone looks, essentially, how things can be most effectively packed in. But the golden ratio is a spiral that's exponential, and it has a grid laid over it, and it has to do with the ratios in that. 90p aquarium lighting a Twin Star S. I set this up 2 weeks ago. CO2 lights 7 hours a day. Daily ferts. Manzanita from Tom Barr. Awesome. Yeah. So rocks collected from railroad tracks. Okay. So there you go. I'd be careful, just to say to other people, it looks like he was, but the rocks on railroad tracks have creosote on them a lot because the ties get hot and the tar or creosote on those to seal, and just crap dripping off of trains can get on there, and that stuff is highly toxic to some fish. So just a little warning there if some of you were thinking of doing that. All right, so then here we've got these crazy mountains. I want to know where this is. I feel like this is. So this is David Osbiston, and then this is from David and Sam from the UK. Brother and sister who love fish keeping hobby. So I ran into them over Father Fish's stream, which is great. I love that they're called streams and we're fish keepers. Hi, honey.
Hi.
And then it says we're currently in the process of developing this tank, home for unique fishies we have not decided on yet. Inspiration is from the Turkish Taurus Mountains. That's where it was. Turkish Taurus Mountains. Lush greenery with high peaks. It's very like desert alpine kind of feel. So then they go into the plants. Right now, 2 autosynclus, a mono shrimp, cherry shrimp, baby bristlenose. Also, they planted in cypress hellfry, or hellfairy. I always think it should be hellfairy, but hellfry is how I've heard it pronounced by 2 botanists now. Limnophilia, heterophilia, dwarf hairgrass, glossostigma, bucephalandra, lots of different kinds of boosts. Yeah, lots of kinds of boosts. Anubias white, pearl, Anubias petite, Rotala Vietnam, and plus more. So, all right, these plants and complexity of the fish. Plants reflect the complexity of the fish very well. Furthermore, we do have a few pothos marble queens to help reduce any excess nutrients in the water column. So that's nice too. I like to see that in these, that you guys are thinking about that, like when we're aquascaping, especially for this channel, for this contest, the idea that we're being sustainable, we're thinking about our critters and our plants first and foremost. Very, very symmetrical. Very, to me, it's not quite an organic look, which isn't good or bad. I'm just saying it's not an organic symmetry. But you can see the mountain look for sure with the stones, and they've built it up with the plants to fill in the gaps, and they will fill in the gaps. So where people see like a gap here or a gap there, just know too with aquascapes, this will come up higher. These crypts are going to grow out, so you're going to have texture and things, as well as this big high texture, which, I mean, it may even kind of look like clouds. So just kind of cool setup here. An interesting piping setup here with the filter intake. I don't know quite what's going on, but I'd like to talk more about the actual hardware, just because it looks like it's stuff from the UK, which I don't have access to, and I always love playing with aquarium stuff from other places. All right, so this one is Hasmic Kalantarian, and this another beautiful picture as inspiration. This is an arch looking through to the water. Just incredible places in the world that exist. Very cool. And here we've got an arch here and another kind of arch going on under here. You can see we've got plants and greenery filling in, and all this will fill out. Some of this will kind of spread. A lot of the same color and a lot of kind of lower light plants. I think it could be kind of fun just to throw a little texture or color in there, even if it's just dark green. Maybe like add a boost on one more little rock here. But if you did some crumbles, I'm not going to go too critiquey, but critiquey torch. But if you do some pebbles in here, or even like just take a handful of sand after the pebbles, it can give it a nice finish for a photo. It doesn't always stay forever, so I'm not too worried about it in this contest. All right, so then the last entry, and then we're going to announce the winners, is from Mario Castro. Okay. So, very interesting. I thought this was a very creative inspiration picture. It's like tide flats. Very ancient stone, I can tell. Laid down where you can actually see like the continental subduction or something. I don't know where this is, but very cool inspiration on the tidal flats there. So the rocks, similar materials, driftwood kind of stuff. Let's see, do we have a picture of the whole tank kind of thing? This is kind of an oblique angle, but we got a big old plant on this side, and then very sparse on this side. Some red to grab your eye in the center, and then it looks like some Limnophilia aromatica maybe. And then I appreciated this though, that there's another angle to look at. I liked the side view angle for those of you who submitted multiple angles. All right, we got a description here. Sorry guys. I'm Juked Mario on YouTube, and this is my current tank setup. Sorry I didn't clean the glass. I didn't have the time. It's not much of a scape, and it needs more plants, but but the thought towards the inhabitants rather than the look of an aquascape was in his mind. So it's only 2 months old. Inspiration comes from tide pools near me. I will be setting up a larger tank soon with lots of rock work to mimic this. Until then, my fish are happy. So, I mean, it doesn't look like you've got a ton of fish in there, so I'm sure they are. They're probably very healthy. It looks like there's some crayfish in here. I don't know, are there sculpin? I can't tell what we got going on. Gobies, gudgeons. And then here I saw some... thread fins maybe? I can't tell for sure. Hard to tell. Can we tell? They are well, they might... No, they could be rainbow fish. They look like thread fins, but they could be the... what are they called? Erythena? And then it looks like here, either... oh, they're cories. Okay, cool. Yeah, oh, they are thread fins. Nice. And then some nearite snails. And then here, it looks like, I can't tell if that's like a brochus or some sort of catfish. But in any case, we've got stuff that you'd find at the beach, broken shells. We've got wood, and I like the little texture and the color going on there. All right, guys, so those are the entries. Let's take a real quick break from looking at that screen. I want to look at your faces. No, you get to look at my face. Okay, so let's see here. Jerry. Uh-oh. Here, Jerry. You know what? I saw yours too. I can't believe we're missing it. Let's see here. I'll share it with everybody real quick here, bud. I'm just going through my private email, so hold on. Did I miss anybody else for some reason? Yeah, I mean, I was hoping that everybody would go. I mean, I did say it was fine to email me, and I meant that, but I was hoping like that maybe everybody would kind of have on our site on the Facebook group like a gallery kind of thing, like we'd have one post and then everyone would kind of do it, which kind of happened with most of them, but I know not everybody has Facebook, so I mean, that's on me. I'm living and learning on these things. Oh, yeah, Jerry's post. So Jerry said, thank you for these giveaways and sharing knowledge through your channel. His is in his tank, which I'll show you guys in a moment here, collected serpentine on the beach where I live near Pacifica. Originally is supposed to be House of Green Kubota Rasbora and Green Jade Shrimp. To continue with the theme of green serpentine. So that's really high creativity on that. And he said that unfortunately local fish stores haven't had that stuff in stock, so there's CPDs in there for cycling and grow out. The tank's 10-gallon with a $10 to $15 clamp light from Target, using small pump to create a waterfall and a large sponge against the back to create more beneficial bacteria. Went to the deep bed to help denitrifying bacteria from floating plants quickly soak up all the nutrients. So very well thought out tank. Very cool. So yeah, let's see here. The plants are Amazon frogbit, Salvinia minima, Anubias boost, Java fern, Logonandra mebolde. Love Logonandra mebolde. Yeah, no, of course, Jerry. And you know what? I'm gonna get with Alan real quick here. Alan, can you message me on Facebook? Like we won't be on screen, but Facebook Messenger real quick here. Well, one sec. Let me open Facebook. And do you want me to send it back over to you, Jerry? Or actually, I'll show it on the screen. But yeah, no problem. Okay. So then Weeping Moss, several crypts which have melted back, of course. Crypts always do that, right, guys? And then a cardamine lirata. My goal is to create a low-tech, low-maintenance tank. So I thought that was cool. And yes, so this I thought was really neat too. I need to message you. Gotta show you some Logonandra I'm trying to import. They're not here yet. Yeah, I love Logonandra. I am a sucker for it, as you guys probably know by looking at some of my tanks. I've had some giant Logonandras over the years. But I just think it's so cool. All right, so here we go. Let's zoom back in. So his inspiration, clearly the Golden Gate, but this lovely serpentine, looks like some olivine in here maybe too from the pressure. And then also aqua balls. Where is your scape? Did we miss that scape too? We'll throw it in right now if we did. That's why I thought we had 20 entries. All right, so hold on. We might have to do some reconfiguring. I've got Alan on the hook right now too, so let's
let's keep going with this real quick. Beautiful little tank here with all these plants. And we did see these, we just didn't add them to the spreadsheet. That's the problem. We're trying to figure out how to do it all. But I'm almost positive. Yeah, did Aqua Balls, you did it through the Gmail, right? Anyways, yeah, email. Okay, yeah, I remember talking. I talked to, the problem is I talked to around 50 to 100 of you a day on email and through various messengers. So, yeah. But this tank, very nice with all this lush growth and stuff. Green, definitely the theme. I wanted to do the same thing, and then I realized that my green jade shrimp disappeared right away. But this would definitely be a low tech, low maintenance tank. You could just let it grow. I think like a hornwort or a pennywort would be nice in here. It's funny. Alan and I still have like our comments on a bunch of the these things, but I just didn't read them because if you guys want comments on your stuff, we can send those out later. But tonight I just wanted to get through this, show the entries. We missed a few, but yeah, we'll get yours up there too. Did we miss anyone else? Yes, this is Jerry Serple Morris's submission. And yes, Alan says it also looks awesome. And so he's got like nice music and a little tour of the tank. And the CPDs chilling. They look like young CPDs, so they make the tank look immense. Let's see here. Alright. So yeah. Nice looking tank. The video is nice. That might be a good way to do it in the future, is to give everyone a minute to film their tank. And then we could just throw that all into a montage, and you guys can make your own conclusions, and then we can do another separate review of anybody who wants to be reviewed. But I'm not here to grill anybody. This was just trying to get all the pictures together without giving away the scores that we had. No, your video is great, man. So, all right, let's get Aqua Balls next up on here. And then real quick, if we didn't grade it, Alan and I will sorry guys, hold on one sec. Alan and I will make sure we have the grades for this. I have the grades for that one for sure. He might need to grade that really quickly. But if we only have the two, we will figure this out and we'll just chat for a minute. So yes, we'll still have the announcement shortly. I know I've held you guys in suspense. So one sec, I'm talking to Alan real quick. Let's see here. Talk amongst yourselves for just a minute. Okay, we almost have it sorted out. Alright, so the one that we did not manage to both grade yet for some reason was Aqua Balls. So sorry about that, buddy. But everybody else we found. Let's see here. Aqua Balls, are you... Where did it go? Oh, wait, here we go. Got it. Wait. What the heck? This is odd. Sorry guys, having technical difficulties with this weird email setup. It put your entry into a chain of somebody else's comments, I think, because it's not coming up. Hold on. Hey, Aquaballs. I'm so sorry, buddy. I forgot. Can you give me just the first couple letters of your email? You don't need to publicly announce it or anything, but sorry guys for this delay. I feel dumb. This is the first time we've done this. We're learning. Let's see here. So that one we've got. That one we've got. That one we've got. What is going on? Let's see here. Aquaballs, your email, you submitted it via email, correct? So I can't even find your email right now in the stack. So I'm just trying to find to type it in to search real quick so I can pull up your entry and then share it with Alan real quickly too. So let's see here. I don't know if it got put in a spam folder or something. Mary, thank you. Yeah, that's what this was supposed to be about, is not being perfect. I guess I'm clearly not being perfect. I'm clearly screwing it up. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to forward it to Alan, obviously. And so I don't know where in the heck it went though. So, I mean, Aquaballs, you can message me also on Facebook if you don't want to say what your, whoa, I'm so zoomed in, what your email is. I was just trying to get the first few letters of your email even. Oh, wait, never mind. Bedrillions. Okay, right. Okay. I recall that. All right, hold on one sec. Of course, I have. Really? Let's go. I don't have. Why? It's not even in my. Okay, let me look in my trash. See what happened, if it could be in there. Sorry, everybody. I feel awful. Let's see here. No, Aquaballs, you are always in the chat and a great person on here. Betterillions, yeah. I don't know what that is a reference to, but so I don't have anything even in my deleted folder, which hasn't been cleared out in my trash. That's really odd. Do you want to send it back over real quick? Did you give it to me on Messenger, perhaps? This is odd. Yeah, next time will be 10 times better. Just because we won't have lost 1.5 entries. Yeah, okay. Well, we can watch it later, but I just, it could be the very best one, and if Alan and I haven't graded it, we cannot then give out in good conscience the other ones. So, that's the deal. All right, let's see here. Um okay, so it looks like, is it because, did you submit? It's just, I'm just so confused what happened because I remember talking to you. But we will keep it moving. Um, so, well, Jerry, we got you. We just talked about you behind your back or in front of your face, whatever you want to call it. But Aquaballs, if you want to send that email one more time, just resend it. I will definitely, we'll look at it real quick. We got a sec. It's no trouble because I don't know what in the hell happened to it, and I'm really confused. Um, oh yeah, you just sent me some on Messenger. Is that okay to? Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's see if I can open these without showing every. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I do remember this. I wonder what happened though. Why I don't have the email? Because I forwarded everything to Alan the other day, and he put it into this sheet so that we can. Um, UG Aquatics, did you not get something? Did somebody not get shown their stuff shown? Is that other than Aquaballs? Because we can reconvene. Um, my email is alexanderjwilliamson@gmail.com. But we'll take. I can film right now what he sent me, which is very nice looking. So let's take a look at this, guys. All right. So nice aquascape here. Heavy on this side. Alan, you watching? Do I have you, sir? Um. All right. So then we've got all this nice. Is this Cypress Health Fairy? Health Fry? Or is this some sort of like big Blixa or something? We've got Crypts here, very nice. I love the flow of these tanks where, we had another tank that was like this that somebody submitted where it had a diagonal sand line through it. Oh, yours was the second tank. Okay, right. All right, sorry guys. I just wanted to make sure that like I didn't really screw it up. Oh, right, this one had the angelfish in it. Yes, we talked about this tank when you were working on it. That's why I recall it too. Okay. So, yeah, this is it. Alan, are you seeing it, buddy? Buddy old pal? And everybody else? So, yeah, we've got this going on, and then we've got. Are these moss balls or are these something else? There's some sort of aqua balls, just like your name. And then we've got just nice stone here. It almost looks like elephant skin stone. I don't know if that's what it is, but it looks like, or Ceru stone, perhaps, maybe both, or 1,000-layer paper stone. They're all very similar and very nice stone. But lots of room for angelfish. They get big. They like to swim. You can see the flow of the water on that. So that's great. So we do need to grade this. And it would not be fair if we didn't. And we have everything in a spreadsheet right now. So literally we can update who the winners are like instantaneously. So I'm going to talk to Alan real quick. We're going to set you guys up looking at my fish tank. And I will be back in less than 5 minutes, I promise. Probably more like 3 or 4 after we discuss. So take a look at my fish for a minute. Sorry, this is very unprofessional, but this was an amateur contest. And yes, suspense. You guys can drum roll right now if that's what pleases your hearts. And you can watch Sergio beat up on everybody in his tank. All right, Alan, let's chat on Facebook. Buddy, old pal. All right. All right, guys, we're just finishing up. We have a rubric of 7 things that we each have to grade and agree on. And then did you have an inspiration photo, Aquaballs? You can send that to me on Facebook too if you want, or you can just type it out if you want. And then we'll be back with the winners. Sergio is the big one, yeah. I should make a shirt with Sergio. I will. Actually, the angelfish I'll use will probably be Sergio. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to come to... Yeah, all right, we've got it. We've got our rubric, which is actually due to Alan's organizational skills, unlike mine. I'm an artist, he's a thinker. Due to his organizational skills, he set up this Google Word doc and was able to really pull this whole thing together, organized for the chat or for the stream, which is great. All right, so let's get the winners. Let's announce the winners. So, first of all, we have choices for the right. All right, let me send over one more delay. Let me get this stuff ready because I'm gonna read Alan's notes also for this. So there's that. Okay, guys, we are in a formal agreement again. We've got everything sorted, all the scores. If you guys want to know your scores later, talk to me, message me. We'll figure it out. Um, and prizes, we've got choices. So, first prize is the book, obviously, which right now on the market, I mean, you could say that it is a more than $200 value, probably. I mean, the book itself is easily 100 plus shipping plus customs, value added tax. You can get it at Crystal Kesselman's website herself. That's the only place in the world where you can get that book right now, and it is the best. Oh yeah, I didn't share that with you guys. Sorry. Here, let's flip this around real quick, and I'll show Aquaball's inspiration too, because I showed it to Alan, but not to y'all. So it was this beautiful river in Lebanon that he grew up around, and I guess they dammed the place and ruined it. And it's no longer there, but it's a fond memory of his. So I thought that was a really cool story, but very, very beautiful place. Cold water from the mountains, I guess. So cool, cool inspiration there, definitely. Um, yeah. Okay, Alan's downplaying this. Alan, you're not helping. It's $200 value. No, it may be like 100 or 150 or something, whatever. Because then we gotta, ship things out. So whatever. If you get it from her, it's gonna probably cost you about $100, I think, to get the book. So it's a pricey book right now because it's not released in the U.S. yet. But it's better than all the money I've spent on every other book put together. I'm serious on that about aquatic plants, hands down. So I'm pretty confident in endorsing it in that sense. Um, all right, guys. So back to sanity. So sorry for that long delay of mine where we lost entries into the final round. Okay. Next time we'll do like a submission process where you have to be there by a certain date in a certain way. Like we'll have a form. This time I wanted people to be able to do it not just on Facebook, on the group page. And I think it kind of made things a little confusing trying to coordinate with another judge, me, several source pages and stuff like that. So we lost two in the fray. All right, let's see here. So Alan has some notes too for the winners, but first place prize book, you know that. Second place prize, you get to choose. Do you want, now you can have the choice of $50 in a gift certificate or cash. And cash, I mean PayPal. Or you can get, it's probably more like $200 of plants if you went to the store, but I can give you a bundle of about 14 or 15 species of my plants and a few selections, and we can talk about what you want, what works for your tank, and so forth, and I'll mail that to you if you're in the US. Otherwise, you'll be getting PayPal cash or a gift certificate to wherever you'd like. I don't care if it's Starbucks. And then the third place will be a gift certificate for $25 to Aquatic Arts, who helps me out with fish at, they give me a reduced price and they send me free fish to review for species spotlights sometimes, and I shop there frequently anyways. So, and we've got a price reduction from them, and also because of them, Brine Shrimp Direct has hooked it up, which is pretty cool. With I think it's a 10 or 15% or 10% discount. And let me get that. I'll add that also after this show. But they also are gonna cut us a deal just because, I mean, now this community is growing. There's a good amount of us on here, and they want you guys to shop there basically, and so they'll give you a discount for doing so for me saying their name. I'm not getting paid, but I get 10% off them too, so yay. Nor would I need to get paid. But I just thought I would share that.
let me get that code too. Do 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 do. And so those are the 3 prizes. And we're gonna announce the winner. Looks like it's gonna be at 8:17 or so. What an official time, right? So BrineShrimpDirect.com is another great source for brine shrimp. Go figure. But yeah, they're a great source, and if you want, thanks to Cahaba Fish Room, who also y'all should check out. They have the code if you use UFISH, the letter U, and then the word fish. That's it. No spaces or anything. They're going to give you, it looks like probably a 10% discount off anything you buy. So that's great if you're hatching for breeding fish. There is a discount. So yay. And thank you for asking for our channel. Meredith and Cahaba Fish Room. I don't know who initiated it, of husband, wife, and friend working on the fish room, but awesome job. I mean, if anybody has leads like that and wants to share coupons or deals with the channel, I'm happy to put those forward, because I want you guys to save money. I want you guys to be able to spend money on the hobby. So spend more money on the hobby and have more fun. And I know everyone's tight on everything right now. Okay, let's get to the final countdown. It's the final countdown. Okay, I'm not going to do that. All right, so for number 3, we've got Kenzao. So Ken, you have gotten 3rd place. Woo! My wife is eating apples and honey for Rosh Hashanah a day late. You're the worst Jew ever. Okay, so Ken, congrats, buddy. So comments from Alan real quick was, great job. Middle driftwood feels a little exposed. Let's pull this up on the screen too. I have to kind of finagle several things at once to do this. So hold one sec. I just don't want to expose the winner early. So, you know how it goes, guys. Good thing I didn't do this on the actual, I didn't do this all on the screen. Good thing I am using a camera of the screen, which I know is ghetto, but it makes it so that nobody gets to peek. Otherwise, y'all would have known the winner within 3 seconds with my clumsy ass. Okay. So Ken, if you guys wanted to recall, Ken's was this one here. And I'll say my critique while we're looking at it real quick. So great job. Looks beautiful. If you guys recall, this was his inspiration. Beautiful picture. I think there could have been a little more creativity in the pic, but I mean, nature's beautiful. Just isn't super outside the box, but it's still totally valid. In any aquascaping contest in the world, it would be right up there. That idea, that emulating that form, think that's cool. I think same as Alan had mentioned in his notes, which I read, but I'll read some more of. This one definitely, these Java ferns and things will probably get too big. You could definitely maintain them by trimming them all the time. Anubias and Boost are definitely a good choice that I see tucked in here, but you want to go with maybe a Petite Nana or something like that, definitely on that, or maybe even tuck some aqua soil and Glosso in there, something like that, or moss grafted on. But I mean, really, that's a sustainability thing. The execution, the lines, they look great, draws your eye in this way, then zigs this way. The darkness really pulls you in here. The wood is beautiful. The fish will be very happy in this tank.
And I don't know what you have for a substrate, but that was one other little thing, was perhaps the substrate, like you want to do more than just gravel with an aquascape like this. Perhaps you wanted to do some more planting, where you could get some carpeting in there, or sand or something to kind of imitate that lake. You've got gravel with root tabs. Yeah, okay, so root tabs work pretty good. I would suggest that definitely with that, then you just need to either gravel vac all the time or never. But that's why I kind of like layered substrates sometimes. These are teeny critiques. I mean, these three that won are all, they could be in actual competitions that are not just on YouTube. You know, they could be in the competitions that I've been a part of, that I've seen, where, you know, they're giving away big money and prizes. Obviously, ADA is a different level than everyone, but I mean, easily this could have been at aquatic experience or aquatic arts. So great job. I mean, all around. All right, you guys are gonna look at my giraffe for a sec and my wife's exercise video while I make sure I don't spill the beans on who's number. Okay, so number. And then I'll read the rest of Alan's comments also. So Alan also said, great looking grass on the right side. Looks like a stream, which is great. It's my favorite part. Some color variation in the plants would be good to see. Maybe some more boosts. Overall, the hanging tree effect is present, but it could be a little more pronounced to copy that image. So I concur with that too, but nitpicky stuff. Still very great. Yep, Mary, you're right. Cap it with sand could be wonderful. Father Fish can come in here and sing about it, I guess. All right, so next up, we've got number 2. And that is, let me get it queued up so we can look at it at the same time. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. Look at me learn. So that's going to be this one. So it was really close. Let me tell you, you guys. We had about 6 that were almost all tied for first. You're all within like 0.5 or a point out of 70 of each other. And it was really, really close on everybody in here. So you guys should feel good. We literally had a 7-way tie for 5th place, I think. So crazy. But Levi, awesome job here. Just beautiful immersed growth. I know some people might say that, you know, this looks like it's been growing longer than 2 months, which I concur, obviously. But it is beautiful. I know it was spruced up for this purpose. Diversity of plants is great. It makes sense. They live together in the same kind of biotopes. And the density is great. You could maybe bring a little more forward, but it could just be the angle. It could be the lighting. But to bring maybe some light wood, some blonder wood that'll turn this color eventually anyways, a little more forward, or maybe a rock or two, something to give it a little bit more of a bird's eye view texture. I see it comes out here with that cascade, which I love. I love this cascading effect. I love how this all is emergent growth and the wood goes up and you got the potted plant. And look at this, guys. This is not a rimless tank, so you don't need to buy the $500 tank to have a really beautiful setup, you know. And the soil looks like a nice deep substrate with then a cap of gravel, of some pea gravel. And then also we've got some terrestrial plants growing too. Okay, so back to, now we're gonna look at the rhinos and the top of my wife's head. Maybe I'll try to get her out of this situation, but we're gonna read Alan's notes too real quick. Impressive scape could match inspiration a little bit better. Wonderful emergent growth, great texture throughout. Crypts are so cool, it's basically cheating. Yeah, I agree. Crypts are a great way. When they grow in and they cascade down in different sizes, I mean, it is awesome. Dual lighting is a great concept. The dual kind of, the spotlight and from the desk light and the actual light. Foreground is a little plain, but the rest more than makes up for it. Hopefully the fish do that. So yeah, that's totally true to what I feel about that scape too. In that beautiful scape, the fish can definitely be the highlight with the diversity of fish here. I bet these look like emperor tetras. I bet they could be the entertainment right here. But it is beautiful. Nothing is over showboaty, which is great. I'm curious what this is. It looks like a crypt maybe, but it's got kind of like a red jelly color and texture. But yeah, very good. I'm sure the nitrates are really low. It looks like it has nice tannins in the water, so the fish are probably really happy on that. But nice job. I like the little side note that you got your aquascaping books right there. So just wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. All right, so then that is, you have your choice of $50 in gift card or in PayPal. And you also have the option of me sending you a bundle of, 2 to 5 stems of about 15 species of plants through the mail. And we can talk about it if you want to go in a different tank or this tank. So, Levi, great job. Second place. So now we have first place that we need to announce. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? This has been really fun. Thank you for bearing with us with the technical difficulties we have had. The next round will be really great. And I'm just, thank you for giving it a try. Even if you guys didn't go crazy with it, you felt like you didn't do a professional job, so to speak, you guys tried and you guys learned, and that's what this is about. That's what the channel's about. And so thank you. You guys make this channel what it is, and I appreciate it. All right, guys, so let's pop this around again. You guys remember this one? The one that everyone said, oh, he's a professional. He's not. I can tell you, I'm not trying to be mean. Aaron did not win at the events that we were at when we were in Dustin's Aquascape contest. I knew him through the store and at Aquarium Zen. He lived near the store and he would come in. He'd read all the time. Very methodical, very kind guy. We did these, it wasn't totally anonymous because I saw them as they came in with names, but honestly, I saw so many that I'd forgotten things. Clearly, I forgot things. You guys can see I forgot things live. My memory sucks ever since the lightning stuff. I can remember obscure facts and dates, but interpersonal stuff I forget frequently. But yes, so this one, our only notes really were that Alan's notes were that you could have a little more leaf litter down here, and I don't know, for me too, that this this little jutting off point is, I love it, but just with the inspiration photo, it didn't quite fit. But I mean, it's a beautiful tank. The carpet looks great, especially he's not using high-tech CO2. He's using yeast, the bacteria, to do this. And I think like some red Crypt Sporalis maybe in the corner here, tiger Crypt Sporalis, would be nice because he's got the red root floaters there. I love that the wood flows. It looks so much like the tree. This will grow in and will redden more. So as he trims it, these branches will cut in half. So the way this was left to grow into itself is also phenomenal. The thing I would make sure is just that you don't lose these rocks. They're such nice accents. Here you could also put something like a boost or something a little dark to kind of contrast with this so that you have perhaps 3 dark spots. Maybe something here tucked in, here, like a Godzilla or a brownie ghost, something like that. Yeast is barely even using CO2. That's totally correct. It is not a big time reactor by any means. So this is with the Monte Carlo type stuff, or with baby tears or dwarf baby tears. It is impressive to be able to do that. Or Glosso. I mean, there's a few plants that you can try it with, but the Twin Star Light I think helps a lot. And then the rimless container, all that stuff does help, but we really tried not to grade based on the money spent on equipment. So the book is his, and we're pretty happy with it. I wish Alan and I both agreed that we wanted to give way more prizes. We wanted to give, just most creative. Maybe if we do this again and you're in it twice, we'll have most improved or something like that. I mean, is that a mean category? I don't mean that to be like most sucked at first and then got better. Like, that's kind of how I took it when I was younger, but it actually is a compliment. Let's hop downstairs real quick. We'll stop bugging my wife, but I want to thank you guys all again. I might lose you down here in the dark place. And Aaron, I don't know if he's working or if he's where he's at, but congrats. I've got the book. We'll get that to him. And then is anybody in here need any help with anything? Have any comments? The amount of time we've spent, we're not going to do reviewing the other ones any more than I did. I hope I touched on some stuff and maybe gave a little bit of feedback just through there. But yeah, all my fish lights are off too. So yes, and Mary, thank you so much for being such an optimistic, sweet person. Very great. So yeah, great job, people. Alan, your question is, how do you run an online contest? Yeah, I need to know that one too. Spirulina, yeah, no, I agree. Most creative, I thought, was the Dark Crystal one because it was so not what I expected, which was good. That I told you guys to do that. I said be unusual. That's why I even mentioned, I kind of gave a nod, and it doesn't mean it's bad. It's probably better by everyone else outside this hobby. I mean, in this hobby, in the outside of my weird channel. But, when you do the island with the sand around it, and then you got driftwood coming out with a few big plants and a bunch of boosts and some anubias, and then some crypts. I mean, that is the standard when you look online these days. There's a lot of those, and they look nice. They're easy maintenance, and I think there's a reason people like them. But I wanted to do something different and something accessible because this isn't a competition for people flying around the world and spending wads of cash. This is for at-home hobbyists. Looks like my stream's already gonna cut out. Fun. Also on the Facebook group, if you haven't been there yet, or if you haven't checked it lately, I have some of my own scapes that I've done in the past that I put in an album, about 25 of them. And then, let's see, what else? Oh, everybody's entries that weren't in emails are also on there, so you guys can talk amongst yourself. If someone says I want feedback, they can post that on theirs or whatnot. So, in any case, thank you, Jeff. I'm glad you like the oddball standards that I threw out there for this contest. And thank you so much for the super chats. This will be going towards the next round. It'll be going towards the shipping of plants and prizes. The other thing that I love to do on this channel, like I said, is I love to give out prizes for people being awesome in the comments. And so I've given out several. I gave out one $50 gift card that was given to me. And then I was able to buy some gift cards at cheaper than face value by a discount from Aquatic Arts. So if you ever wonder, like, why won't he just give me cash? Sometimes it's because Aquatic Arts hooked me up. So, like, I paid $20 for a $30 gift card or whatever, something like that. And that's how they kind of helped me out because I mentioned their name. Or they'll give me a free fish and a gift card. After I spend $100, they'll give me a $25 gift card. And I just spent $200. So, I'll have some rainbow shiners to show you guys soon too. I don't know where I'm going to put them. They're young right now. They're very young. So they may even go in here. I may swap out all the Medaka rice fish and put the rainbow shiners in here, put a little power head in there, and put some gravel in there. But yeah, so things are moving along just fine in life, in the world. These angelfish ate their babies, of course, because that's what they always do. They did so well this time, though. They got them to like 3 weeks. And then we've got some of the swordtail kohaku. These are the non-albino ones, but I got some locally somebody brought me. And then this is one of my, I mean, this isn't an aquascape per se, but this is just how I like my tanks. Just full of plants. And there are about a dozen fish species in here, if you're not familiar with my channel. But they hide because I've given them lots of hiding places. That when I mentioned using lava rock inside of media bags, I did that here to build up the background, and then there's a rockery layer, and then there's moss, and then there's also little huts, like prefab huts. This tank in theory has CO2, but it hasn't been running. It's been above, out, not in the water. There's, you know, wood and all sorts of stuff back here, but we've also got Danios in here, some rare Danios. We've got, did he eat the eggs? What a little jerk. So we had bettas that keep laying these eggs. You can see some left, and then they keep disappearing again. Oh, there's more up there, I guess, as this one keeps eating them. I don't know. I'm gonna let them do their thing. I don't particularly need like 1,000 bettas right now. So whatever. And then also, I just want to show you guys, when I was saying like I'm not grading on things like this. This is gross. This is slimy. That's so gross, Alex. How could you let that happen in your room? Well, I have pandagoras in this tank, and I have red lipstick gobies. So when the water isn't low, when I can do water changes when my ribs aren't broken, I'm gonna have to get a friend over here to do it. I got about 200 gallons I need to do bucket by bucket, in and out. So this stuff is their freaking favorite thing in the world. When this stuff sloughs off, or when I raise the water level, just, they love it. They'll hang out there all day long under the little heat lamp and just chill. That's just what they do. And then, yeah, so I like tanks that are dirty but healthy. So this is that red Crypt Sporalis I was suggesting to Alan at the very end there in the corner. Red tiger. It's just a very pretty one. Love it. And then this one is Hygrophila polysperma, or sunset. It's another really nice one. So yeah, and then I think I have one video I already filmed on this plant, but then I did more research and I think I'm gonna have to redo the video. But this Aponigeton smells very strong. It smells like fresh linen, like when you get like Alpine Meadows or something as your linen scent or your laundry detergent scent. It's exactly what this Aponigeton smells like. And it's just so bizarre to me how it forks off and has two separate flowers so that it can pollinate itself. Now, if there was another one in the water, apparently a lot of species of this plant, it will only have one then instead of two. Madagascar's a weird place. They have some weird plants there. Also, by the way, this thing, remember last week when I told you it would probably have a few extra leaves to the top by this week? Yeah, I would say that came true, wouldn't you guys? Jeez, thing's gonna take over my tank. It's got to go into the tank upstairs, the deep one. This thing, also, a Cory has managed to survive from babyhood, fryhood, all the way through to this size, and now, of course, he comes out. I literally didn't see the guy until last week, and now he's just mocking me. And then all my red Rillies are in here. Riley's. But this is a really nice one. This came from Petco or PetSmart, one of the big box stores, and it was just one of the bulbs. It was like $2.99. So yeah, but this tank, you know, it looked a lot more balanced when you could see the bulbitis and the Asian ferns, and this stuff's all grown up, limnophilia and the Nicaea, and the arches that are made out of branches are just kind of got shrimps hanging out on them, doing their thing. But the gobies are happy. This whole tank, the point is to keep the gobies happy, really. And they're real happy. They've cleaned the heck out of these rocks. So I'm trying to get some broadleaf plants in here for them to have that biofilm on more of that. But also, I sprouted a bunch of mystery bulbs that I got for inexpensive prices. Sometimes when they're full of rotten grossness, let's see if I have an example of that. Yeah, like this bulb here. When they're like all furry and all your shrimp and snails are trying to clean them and they're just gross. It's too dark in that tank. You can get crazy good deals. There we go. Like that. They look like they're covered in mold. You can get sometimes for free. They'll just throw them out and say that. Yeah, totally. One dirty platy. Drop a link in the morning group. No problem. Any group you want to drop a link to in this stream, no problem with me. As long as you're not like profiting, like it's just like your fish room, you're making a bunch of money and you haven't run it by me. Whereas like Cahaba Fish Room, I'm friends with them. I can vouch for them. I think their heart's in the right place, and so I can endorse them. I know they're good people, good family. So, and thank you again for that super chat. That has nothing to do with my endorsement. But I did a Java Fern video talking about spores as well as galls and cancer of Java ferns and their history and the biologists and botanists that were involved with them, if you want to check that out. And then I also did a video on wild forest fires the other day. Looks like these guys are going to start getting back together at night. They always do that. And I love it. That's how I know it's bedtime, or I should have gone to bed, is when my little panda loaches start cuddling up. So, so yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being such a great community. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate the patience for this first annual aquascaping contest. And it will be the last. We'll get it going smoother. I think Alan will definitely be there to help me again. And hopefully, you know, I'll save some super chats. We might do another one where we announce it and I do something. And any super chats that come in will go towards the prize. Because it'd be cool to be able to give like $500. Or even more so, give $100 to 5 people, you know. Alan and I really wanted to reward more people because there was a lot of creativity, a lot of heart, and a lot of just people that I know from just being online. I've seen how you've grown from when you've posted your tanks at home in the Facebook group a while back until now. And the effort, the thought, it's just great. So I love it. The other things that are going on here, testing out some new filter brands, real cheap ones, trying to see how they're doing. I have some strong opinions, but testing out all sorts of new air filters, because when I move into a house eventually, if that ever happens with my wife, if the Seattle housing market ever allows us to get into a house, I have lots of opinions on, you know, on how I want to do air stones and from everything from aquarium co-op's standard little filter here to Fluval's sponge filter to some Chinese brands that I'll have to show the box because I have no idea how to say the name. But yeah, we'll talk about it another time. Have a good night, you guys. Thank you so much. I need to hand out some wrenches to folks, but I can do that on the computer. Can't log on at the same time as this or it'll start echoing, so we don't want that. Echoes are bad. So other than that, though, guys, have a wonderful night. I may stream again tomorrow just for fun, since I like to chat with my friends, you guys. And, of course, good to see all the regulars. Great to see some new faces. And nice job. Contact me about your prizes, the 3 of you. I think all 3 of you, well, you all have my email or Facebook. Facebook's probably easiest because I'll see it pop up. Aaron, I can get a hold of him through the store that he frequents, I'm pretty sure. Wrenches means, Jennifer, it means moderators, admins, to help post links, and if someone's doing something silly, being a knucklehead in the chat, which really isn't a problem hardly ever in this chat, but sometimes we'll get spam. Lately I've been getting comments that are like, ooh, sexy girl from Jakarta wants to party, at 1 minute and 20 seconds. Don't click those links. There's nothing viral in there, but if you look in their bio trying to figure out if they're a real person, or they say like, if there's like 15 emojis and then like a really scantily clad guy or girl. Now they're even doing it though where they have like fish pictures, which makes me worry, and it'll say, I have the same thing, and they'll have a link to a timestamp. It's the link to a timestamp. If something feels off about their profile, you can click it, I suppose, but if you click it and there's anything off about their page, it's going to redirect you sometimes to a false YouTube page. And then once you click again, that's where the troubles begin for some people, depending on what operating device you're on and all that jazz. So it's a new scam going around town, and I just thought I'd give you the lowdown. All right, guys, have a good night. I will too. You guys kept me from thinking about my rib pain all night, and thank you again. I really can't say it enough. Look, this hand is so shaky. Sorry, guys. Thank you, Gimbal, for holding things a little bit still. All right, guys. Have a good night. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it'll be Tuesday at 5 p.m. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.